Could you please read this letter aloud for the court?
Objection, the letter is hearsay.
It's a statement against interest, Your Honor, and it also falls under the business records exception.
For the purposes of this hearing, I'll allow it.
So, hearsay is an out-of-court statement being used to prove the truth of the matter asserted in the statement. So they're trying to prove whatever this letter says is actually true. And then you had two exceptions there. The first one is business records, which typically are exceptions to hearsay. And also, all of these rules vary a little bit depending by state. And then the first one that they mentioned was the statement against interest. So in other words, if the defendant has made a statement that is against their own interest, that's proving something that is, wrong or out of place or whatever, then that also could fit the hearsay exception. The rule for hearsay, the one that I just quoted off the top of my head, is easy to remember. The many exceptions to it, much harder. But it does sound like both of those would actually fit here. So probably a good objection. I would have tried it, but you're good overrule by the court. It probably would go forward.
And I expect to be paid out of that fund immediately. Otherwise, I will have no choice but to take serious further action using any means at my disposal. This is your final warning. Sincerely, J. Michael Holler, Esquire.
Okay,
that sounds like a pretty standard "I'm going to send you to collections." Probably would have finished it with specifically to avoid collection efforts, to avoid litigation, something like that. I'm going to use any means at my disposal. Probably not the best way to word it, but at the same time, that is a big stretch for evidence of murder. Huge.
Take serious further action using any means at my disposal. Oh, how did you interpret that threat, Detective?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained. Miss Berg?
Withdrawn.
That's a bad statement to make there. I've said before, you get it into the jury's head. We don't have a jury here. It's only the judge. The judge doesn't like it when you're making statements that you shouldn't be making. The jury hears it. The judge can go, hey, you weren't supposed to say that. I'm ignoring it. They're still human, but probably a little bit better at that sort of thing.